Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Najwa Azahra. With my ID study number is 19241X01 and I'm from 19.2A.26. In this video, I will describe and tell you about a computer and inside the computer. So, here we go! So first, what is a computer? A computer is a general-purpose device that can be programmed to carry out a finite set of arithmetic or logical operations. Since the sequence of operations can be readily changed, the computer can solve more than one kind of problem. Also, we can say an electronic device that stores, retrieves, and processes data, and can be programmed with instruction. A computer is composed of hardware and software, and can exist in a variety of sizes and configurations. You may already know that you can use a computer to type documents, send email, play games, and browse the web. You can also use it to edit or create spreadsheet, presentation, and even videos. Before we talk about different types of computer, let's talk about two things a computer have in common: a hardware and software. First is the hardware components. Hardware is any part of your computer that has a physical structure, such as the keyboard or mouse. It also includes all of the computer internal parts. The second is the software components. Software is any set of instruction that tells the hardware what to do and how to do it. Example of software include web browser, games, and word processor. Okay, next. What are the different types of computer? When most people hear the word computer, they think of a personal computer such as the desktop or laptop. However, computers come in many shapes and sizes, and they perform many different functions in our daily lives. When you withdraw cash from an ATM, scan groceries at the store, or use a calculator, you are using a type of computer. So, the first type computer in here is a desktop. Many people use desktop computer at work, home, and school. Desktop computers are designed to be placed on a desk, and they are typically made up of a few different parts, including the computer case, monitor, keyboard, and mouse. The second type of computer you may be familiar with is a laptop computer, commonly called a laptop. Laptops are battery-powered computers that are more portable than desktop, allowing you to use them almost anywhere. Number 3 is a tablet computer or tablets. Our handheld computer, they are even more portable than laptops. Instead of a keyboard and mouse, tablets use a touch-sensitive screen for typing and navigation. The iPad is an example of a tablet. Next is a server. A server is a computer that serves up information to other computers on a network. For example, whenever you use the internet, you are looking at some things that store on a server. Many businesses also use local servers to store and share files internally. Many of today's electronics are basically specialized computers. Though we don't always think of them that way, here are few common examples. First is a smartphone. Many cell phones can do a lot of things computer can do, including browsing the internet and playing games. They are often called smartphones. The second is wearables. Wearable technology is a general term for a group of devices, including fitness tracker and smartwatches. They are designed to be worn throughout the day. These devices are often called wearables for short. Next is a game console. A game console is a specialized type of computer that is used for playing video games on your TV. Last but not least is a TVs. Many TV now including applications or apps that let you access various types of online content. For example, you can stream video from the internet directly on your TV. So, that's all about a computer. Let's move on to the inside of a computer. Have you ever looked inside of a computer case or seen picture of the inside of one? The small part may look complicated, but the inside of computer case isn't really all that mysterious. So, in this video, I will help you to understand a bit more about what goes on inside of computer. First is a motherboard. The motherboard is the computer main circuit board. It's a thin plate that holds the CPU, memory, connector for the hard drive and optical drives, expansion card to control the video and audio, and connections to your computer's port, such as USB port. The motherboard connects directly or indirectly to every part of the computer. The second is a central processing unit or CPU. The central processing unit or CPU, also called a processor, is located inside the computer case on the motherboard. It is sometimes called the brain of the computer, and its job is to carry out commands. Whenever you press a key, click the mouse, or start an application, you are sending instruction to the CPU. The CPU is usually a 2-inch ceramic square with the silicon chips located inside. The chip is actually about the size of the thumbnail. The CPU fits into the motherboard's CPU sockets, which is covered by the heat sink, an object that absorbs heat from the CPU. A processor's speed is measured in megahertz or MHz or million instructions per second, and gigahertz or GHz or billion of instructions per second. A faster processor can execute instructions more quickly. However, the actual speed of the computer depends on the speed of many different components, not just a processor. Next is a random access memory or RAM. RAM is your system short-term memory. Whenever your computer performs calculation, it temporarily stores the data in the RAM until it is needed. These short-term memories disappear when the computer is turned off. If you are working on a document, spreadsheet, or other type of file, you need to save it to avoid losing it. When you save a file, the data is written to the hard drive, which acts as long-term storage. RAM is measured in megabytes or MB, or gigabytes or GB. The more RAM you have, the more things your computer can do at the same time. If you don't have enough RAM, you may notice that your computer is sluggish when you have several programs open. Because of this, many people add extra RAM to their computer to improve performance. Next is a hard drive. The hard drive is where your software, documents, and other files are stored. The hard drive is a long-term storage, which means the data is still safe even if you turn the computer off or unplug it. When you run a program or open a file, the computer copies some of data from the hard drive onto the RAM. When you save a file, the data is copied back to the hard drive. The faster the hard drive, the faster your computer can start up and load programs. And last but not least, again, is a power supply unit. The power supply unit is a computer converts the power from the wall outlet to the type of power needed by the computer. It sends power towed cable to the motherboard and other components. Expansion card. Most computers have an expansion slot on the motherboard that allows you to add various types of expansion card. These are sometimes called PCI or Peripheral Component Interconnect card. You may never need to add any PCI card because most motherboards have built-in video, audio, network, and other capabilities. However, if you want to boost the performance of your computer or update the capabilities of an older computer, you can always add one or more cards. Below are some of the most common type of an expansion card. Okay, the first card in here is a video card. The video card is responsible for what you see on the monitor. Most computers have a GPU or graphic processing unit built into the motherboard instead of having a separate video card. If you like playing graphics intensive games, you can add a faster video card to one of the expansion slots to get better performance. The second is a sound card. The sound card, also called an audio card, is responsible for what you hear in the speaker or headphones. Most motherboards have integrated sound, but you can upgrade to dedicated sound card for higher quality sound. Next is a network card. The network card allows your computer to communicate over a network and access the internet. It can either connect with an Ethernet cable or through a wireless connection, often called Wi-Fi. Many motherboards have a built network connection, and a network card can also be added to an expansion slot. And last is a Bluetooth card or adapter. Bluetooth is a technology for wireless communication over short distance. It's often used in a computer to communicate with wireless keyboard, mice, and printers, and commonly built into the motherboard or included in a wireless network card. For a computer that don't have Bluetooth, you can purchase a USB adapter, often called a dongle. Okay, that's all from me. I'm so sorry if I have a bad pronunciation, and thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.